Hey, this is Chad with Munday Scientific. Today we're going to talk about upgrading your old fluorescent scope with a new X-Cite Mini Plus system from X-Cite. So we have a brand new one in the box. We're going to unbox it and then we're going to put it on this BX40. We have a client that they're upgrading their BX40. They had some questions on how to do it. So we're going to show you what it looks like to unbox it. And then we're going to put the system on their BX40 or on a BX40 so they know how to do it themselves when we ship it to them. So Michael's going to come in, we'll move this BX40 out of the way, and we'll drop our table down here. These ergonomic tables are great for packing and working, and it's nice to stand instead of sit. So we're going to open this thing up. It's brand new in the box. It just came in, I think, yesterday. And we keep these in stock, so if you ever want to upgrade yours, just give us a shout. You can find it on microscopemarketplace.com. You can give us a call, 919-775-5596, or you can always email info@mundaymicroscope.com. So when you get it, you're gonna open this up. It's gonna have a line cord on it. It's gonna have a USB cable and some information, a little quick start guide. This one, we had to get the BX flange. It's a BX flange for the product. So we'll show you what we have here. Here's the controller. So this controller will plug in. We'll show you how to do that. This is the flange. So we'll show you how to add that. All this is very simple, but picture's worth 1,000 words, a video is worth more. So we like to show how the things work. That's the flange. So we'll show you how to mount that. We'll take that out and we're going to repack this thing all new to ship it. I think it's going back to Canada, to be honest with you. So this thing's packed with foam, custom foam. Here's your X-Cite. So this is a small unit, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. It has instant on and off capabilities. There's no warm up, so you hit this button right here, you just tap this rotary dial in like this, it'll go on and off, so you can use it like a shutter. But this thing is great. It uses 80% less energy, 20,000 hours of life on the LED, comes with a 3-year warranty. There's no mercury involved, and you know, if you do have a warranty repair, which are few and far between, the company's great. I think they give like a 3-day turnaround time on it, so on all warranty repairs. So we're going to show you, I might have to open this to test it and just show how it works. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to leave it in most of the packaging just to show you how it works. It has these Allen bolts right here, so you'll see those, and then that is how you attach this flange. So it's very self-explanatory. There's a guide in there, and then this flange right here will mount on the back of the microscope. You have your on and off button here, and then your rotary dial will plug into the back right there where the remote goes. And when you do that, you press the dial in like that. This will illuminate green, and you can rotate this right here and it'll change the intensity. So you can go from 0 to 100%. So if you need it less bright, more bright, you can rotate this dial. When you're done using it, just click it on and off. Very, very, very simple product to use. And we just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like and explain some of the parts whenever you get it. Now we're going to talk about adding this to your microscope. So this client has asked for a upgrade on their BX40. They currently are using a standard BX40 without this illuminator. So we're going to send them this illuminator. We're going to take it apart, put it back together, show you how it works. Very, very simple. So you always have this 3mm Allen wrench, which is a super handy tool with these microscopes. And you're going to take the head off right here on the left side. It clicks under that flange. You can lock it in that way. okay? To change the filter cubes, same 3mm Allen wrench. On this side, you'll notice it pops out. It's a 4-place turret. To change the cube, right there, loosen it. That slides right out. To put a new filter cube in, slide it in, lock it down. Very, very simple. And you know, then it just slides back in on a dovetail. Hold it with your hand and tighten it back down, okay? To add this or take this away from your microscope, there's 2 ways to do it. Sometimes it'll only be held on with this flange here. We don't recommend that, but a lot of people do it. They just hold it on right here, and then this will come off. Notice how I can just lift it off. But the right way to do it, these 2 little caps, the larger ones, not these little stick-on ones, but these that pop out, hide screws. So sometimes you can get it with your fingernail. I'm gonna use a razor knife, or you can use a pick. They have little indents right there, so you can get something underneath it. Once you pop those out, you get to the screws. Mike, can you see the screws in there? That same 3mm Allen wrench will tighten those screws. So when this comes in, the filter cubes may or may not be in there. It depends on how you purchased it. You might have to insert the filter cubes, and you might just want to know how to do it because you might want to change it. So whenever you remove that, also there might be caps here covering these screw holes. We had them removed, but you know, if they are, you can pop them out the same way we just did the other one. You want to take that 3mm Allen wrench, tighten these screws down, and then it's bolted into the top. And then lock this flange down here, all right? So once that's done, you put the caps back on, the illuminator's on there. So we talked about a shutter earlier. This is the shutter. If you want to cut the light and leave the, you know, in the old school days with the Mercury light, you know, the light would be going full blast. Because of the warm up and the cool down period, you didn't want to cut the light on and off, like if you had to use the restroom or take a phone call, whatnot. So you would pull the shutter to block the light from damaging your cubes. So that's what that is. This is a field stop, aperture stop, and then you can align those 2 stops with these 2 screws. That's what those are. So the way you would do it is, you know, pull the diaphragm, and then you would center it up in the middle. When we send them, they're already centered, but if you're ever having a problem with the light being off to one side or the other, that could be one of your issues. As far as adding the flange, once you bolt it onto this X-Cite, it's right here. There's 2 screws. There's a screw here on the top, screw here on the bottom. So you would set this one first, set the flange in there, tighten this screw on the bottom, then you would tighten this screw down on the top. Make sure you're holding the X-Cite the entire time. It's very, very simple, and we're gonna grab one real quick. I think I have a parts unit just to show you how to do it. So okay, so we went to grab a used one. It didn't have a flange on it either, so we're gonna put the new one on for the customer. So I thought it'd be helpful anyway. I was just trying to send it brand new in the box. We're going to, we went ahead and opened it up. You're gonna remove this. There's gonna be a little cap that blocks the LED with these screws, okay? So let's take these screws out. The flange has these 2 pin holes. They're going to line up right there. It's very, very easy, all right? So it's sitting there. These look like 2.5s. So we're gonna use our trusty metric Allen wrenches. And they're gonna go in those holes like that and lock in.
3 of them or 4 of them?
It's 3. I say it's easy, but they're not locking in for me. It's because I underestimated which wrench size it was. It was a 3. So you can use this wrench right here. It was a 3, not a 2.5. So you add those 3 screws like that, it would be the same wrench. I'm using this Allen wrench pack, but this right here would still do everything for you. All right, once you get that, you want to lock this flange on. So set it on there, make sure it's in tight. Sometimes you gotta loosen this screw on the bottom.
Maybe the top one.
The top one might be out a little bit. Let's see here. We had a 2.5 in here in the bottom one. Let's lock this on. It's on there good now. And you lock that down. Take all the plastic wrap off and you're ready to use it. So that's basically how to install the X-Cite Mini Plus. Once you get that installed, you would put the remote in the back. You put the remote in the back and then you turn it on, hit the little dial, and it illuminates right up. So that's a great option if you're looking to upgrade your Mercury. If you want to upgrade your scope to fluorescence, we highly recommend these. If you got any questions, email us, info@mundaymicroscope.com, M-U-N-D-A-Y microscope.com. You can also find these products for sale. Any of these products, Microscope, Illuminator, X-Cite, multiple products. We'll put all the links in the description at microscopemarketplace.com. And if this video brought you value, please like and subscribe.